All right, let's talk about something fascinating. You've got most people just chatting with AI, right? But then you have these entrepreneurs who are using it to run their entire businesses pretty much without lifting a finger. So today, we are going to break down exactly how they're doing it. This is the laziest, but honestly, the smartest way to use AI.
And this really shows the huge difference in how people are thinking about AI. On one hand, you've got like 99% of people splashing around in what the source calls the kiddie pool. They're copying and pasting, still doing all the manual work themselves. But then, on the other side, you've got these super smart entrepreneurs who are automating the whole thing, from finding new customers all the way to delivering the work. It's a massive difference. So that's the big question, isn't it? How do you make that jump from the kiddie pool to running a whole business on autopilot? What's the actual secret here? Well, it turns out it all comes down to a really basic shift in how you think about it. And that's our first big idea, thinking like a director. And listen, this has nothing to do with learning to code or any of that complicated stuff. It is purely a mindset shift that, honestly, changes everything. This is really the heart of it. You have to stop being the person who does the work. Instead, you become the person who directs the work. Just imagine AI as your new team. Seriously, your only job is to give them clear instructions, not to do the tasks yourself. Okay, so there's actually a technical term for this whole process. It's called an agentic workflow. And the key idea here is super important. You have to stop taking stuff out of your AI tool, doing something with it manually, and then putting it back in. The whole goal is to stay inside the AI tool and have it do the entire chain of tasks for you, from start to finish. Look, a really simple way to think about this is to treat your AI like a really smart, eager junior intern. It's totally capable, ready to work, but it needs you, the director, to give it clear instructions. You're the one setting the strategy. The AI is the one handling all the legwork. All right, so once you've got that director mindset down, let's get practical. This brings us to part two, the automation playbook. This is a super straightforward three-step system you can literally start using to automate your business today. So this playbook breaks down into three simple phases that cover the entire journey of a customer. First up is attract. This is where you build lead lists while you sleep. Then there's convert, which is all about personalizing your outreach at a massive scale. And finally, deliver, where you actually fulfill the client work, you guessed it, automatically. Okay, so let's kick things off with attract. And this is a perfect example of just how simple it can be. You can start with a prompt that's basically just this. See, you're not asking a question here, you're giving an order. You're telling your AI intern, go find these specific companies and put all their important info into a nice, clean table for me. So what happens after that one little prompt? Well, while you're literally sleeping, the AI is out there researching your perfect clients, grabbing their contact info, checking out their social media, and building you a complete warm lead list. A job that would have taken a human days to do is now done overnight. It's incredible. Okay, next up is convert. So now you've got this awesome list. What's next? You tell the AI to put on its sales expert hat. You direct it to write personalized emails to every single brand on that list, using the specific details it just found. And get this, the last step is amazing. You can even tell it to watch your inbox for replies and only ping you on Slack when someone is actually interested. How cool is that? This whole idea brings to mind a really sharp quote from the source material. It's such a powerful way to think about it. The goal isn't to get faster at doing boring, repetitive tasks. The real goal is to build systems that get rid of those tasks completely. And finally, we get to the deliver stage. Now, this is where it gets truly amazing. In this example, the AI is told to do a deep dive analysis on a potential client, let's say the company AG1. So it goes out, it analyzes their entire online footprint, website, social media, ads, pulls out key insights, and then it builds a whole presentation using AG1's own branding, their colors, their logos. And this, right here, is the wow factor. I mean, think about it. A task that would take a human analyst more than 60 hours to complete, done automatically. The final report looks completely custom, super personalized, like your team slaved away on it for weeks. You can even publish it as its own custom link. You look incredibly professional. This is the kind of thing that helps you land those big clients. So, okay, this all leads to a really important question, right? If AI can handle attracting clients, converting them, and delivering the work, then what's left for you? And that brings us to our third section, your human advantage. No, seriously, think about that for a second.
When all the grunt work, all the manual labor is just gone. What is it about you that makes you irreplaceable?
Well, the source breaks it down into 3 skills that AI just can't copy. First is taste. That's your unique sense of quality, knowing what good actually looks like in your field. Second is vision. That's about seeing a future that doesn't exist yet, but you know it should. And number 3 is care. That's the human-to-human connection, the emotional intelligence that builds genuine relationships. These are the things you should be focusing on developing. So you see, here's the real shift. AI isn't here to replace you. It's here to give you your time back. It automates all the what and the how, so you can put 100% of your energy into the why and the who. In other words, your taste, your vision, and how much you care about your clients.
And all of this brings us to our final section, which is really more of a challenge for you.
I really want you to let this next quote sink in. Think about it. The internet didn't teach you how to use the internet better. Your smartphone didn't teach you how to use it better. But AI is the first technology in history that's completely different. Its programming language is just plain English. You can literally ask it, hey, how can I use you to automate my business more effectively? And it will tell you. So we're going to end with this one final, really powerful question for you. Now that you know all of this is possible, that you can direct an AI to run huge parts of your business, find your clients, and do the actual work, what are you pretending not to know? The tools are already here. They're waiting. The only thing left to do is for you to step up, take on that director's role, and get started.